Neither space nor air is the reality. Neither earth nor fire is the reality. If there's only the timeless one, all is Shiva. Which then is the cloud and which is the rain? Question was a question. If there's no distinction between a thought image and the world, if there's no distinction between a thought image and the gods, if there's only the timeless one, all is Shiva. How then could there be a distinction between the real and the unreal? There's no distinction between the living and the dead. There's no distinction between alike and different. If there's only the timeless one, all is Shiva. How then could one speak of going or coming?
They give it to me. Thank you. It's very good. So the Avadhuta is saying like that, no? Neither space nor air is the reality. Starting like that. Neither space. Space is the most subtle of the elements. The most subtle. And very often in the higher expressions of in spiritual discourses, you notice the language is moving away from kind of concrete forms, becoming more ethereal, more light. So words like space and air and the elements, they start to speak only now the elements also. Fire, water, air, ether, space, it is now. Neither space nor air is the reality. Neither earth nor fire is the reality. If there's only the limitless one, all is Shiva. If there's only the limitless one, only the limitless one, all is Shiva. Shiva, pure consciousness. Shiva means pure consciousness. No? So neither here space nor air is the reality. Neither earth nor fire is the reality. If there's only the limitless one, all is Shiva. Which then is the cloud and which is the rain? If there's only the limitless one, you see. Who is he speaking to also? Who is he speaking to? Who is speaking? If there's only the limitless one, must be the limitless one is speaking to the limitless one, isn't it? Otherwise, how this conversation? Who is explaining about the limitless one? The limited one. So it has to be the limitless one is simply uttering like that out of its own joy. The next one, it says, if there's no distinction between a thought image and the world. So he's already speaking, assuming, no, we didn't discuss this. We didn't discuss it, didn't ask you what you think about it. He says, if there's no distinction between thought image and the world, what could it mean like that? No distinction, it means that thought image and the world must be same thing. If there's no distinction between thought image and the gods even, so even the gods are some kind of thought, they're some form of image. Then some people start to get uncomfortable, you see. So even the gods, they are themselves also formed out of thought. From the perspective of the sage, he's saying like that. So if there's no distinction between a thought image and the gods, if there's only the limitless one, all is Shiva. So if there's only the limitless one, all is Shiva consciousness. All is consciousness only. All is forms of consciousness only. Appearing as a variety, but all of them somehow, the ashes of all of them is the same thing. The DNA of all the appearances must be Shiva. This is, if you have followed that. How then could there be a distinction between the real and the unreal? Where would even the notion of real and unreal even? And what's the distinction there? If it is understood in the heart that only the Shiva being is only the pure consciousness is. Let's try for a moment and say like this. Only pure consciousness. Only pure awareness is there. So therefore every thought is awareness only playing. Every form is only awareness. Every person, every religion, every gesture, every action, all time, regions of time, past, present, future, thousands of years ago, millions of years in the future, it's all thought. Let's play this game for a moment. It's all thought. You and me, all thought. This and that, it's only thought. Meditation and sadhana, practice and prayer, it's all thought. Coming nearer, nearer, nearer to God. It's just thought. There's only the limitless one. We want to continue playing? So all play also is the limitless one. The fact and the fiction, no, they're all the limitless one. The limitless one is appearing as this thing and that thing. Husband and wife, you and me, master, disciple. The different religions, the different regions of time and the different lokas, all of these things, different regions of space, the planets, UFOs and beings living in the sea, all of them is only the limitless one. Nice? Now, there is no distinction between the living and the dead. There's no, now also he's going, has he gone too far now? There's no distinction between the living and the dead. How can you say that, things like this? Because what is called life is only the limitless one. Death is only the limitless one. It's all thought. There's no distinction between alike and different. Same, different. No, it's nothing. It's all the limitless one. This one is very near, that one is very far. No, there's no difference. It's all the limitless one. If there's only the limitless one, all is Shiva being, all is Shiva consciousness. How then could one speak of going and coming, going or coming? So when we say, sometimes I find that when I'm really focused in my meditation and I'm sitting here and there's only the one. Well, there's only the one. Where's the two? Sometimes I feel very near and one with God. Another time I feel so separate. Yes, it's okay. It's all the limitless one playing. Coming and going, living and dying, Heaven and hell. Heaven and hell. Heaven and hell. No, it's all a limitless one. We draw a line, we create a sense of limitation. Limitation and limitless, all same, it's all the same, the limitless one. Should we go on? Well, going on or stopping is all the same. It's all the limitless one. More and more of the limitless one. It's a nice game. It's a very nice game, isn't it? Yeah? The gods and the demons, all the limitless ones. Good and evil, no, there's only the limitless one. Praising God, cursing God. Oh no, it's all a limitless Feel a bit uncomfortable? It's a limitless one. But such things is blasphemy, you know. No, it's a limitless one. I don't agree. I agree. No, it's all the limitless one. Holy Shiva, oh no. I'm just not able to concentrate. Sometimes I try to meditate, my mind just goes crazy. It's okay, it's all the limitless one. I used to feel so close with God. But now I feel like I'm really lost. It's okay. It's all the limitless one. Huh? You read it, no? I gave it to you and you read it. The limitless one read it. My best friend, my worst enemy. Ah, it's all the limitless one. Then what remains with you? The limitless one. It is very difficult to understand such things. Doesn't matter. It's all the limitless one. You see, when we speak like that, what is the point of the sage speaking like that? Completely nullifies all our fragmented thinking. We feel we have a right somehow, because we're in, somehow we say, the domain of duality. Duality, non-duality is? This one. Instant happiness. Instant happiness. Because otherwise mind is trying to yeah, you know, look, you know, but you don't, that just sounds very nice, but you know that you have a responsibility and you have to try, and it's not easy, you know. Mooji makes it sound easy, but it's not easy. You know how difficult it is. What is it? The limitless one is playing as the mind, trying to trick the limitless one. And go to the trickster, and the limitless one is the same limitless one. A thought comes, something is wrong with this. Because this is too easy. Oh, this is not my experience. It's okay. That's exactly what the limitless one wants to say right now. It is not my experience. I'm sorry, I don't agree. You're all laughing like you're all enjoying yourself, but you'll soon be down again. It's okay. Because limitless one. Best satsang. So today, the limitless one inspired. Go and get the Avadutta Gita. I want to say something about myself, and I want to tell this to myself. Because it's been a long time that I've said something like this to myself. Because very often I can say complicated things. I made all these things out of myself and made them appear to be very different from each other, and they'll fight with each other. But today, I want to say something to myself to make myself very happy again. Neither space nor air is the reality, neither earth nor fire is the reality. If there's only the limitless one, all is Shiva. Which then is the cloud and which is the rain? Or any other type? Where is there meaningful distinction? Yes, but you know, a mosquito and a butterfly are very different. Yes, yes. All of them are the limitless. Then mind says, but this is crazy because it leaves me with nothing to do. How can I, you know, you have to overcome. You have to fight, you have to meditate, you have to discern between what is good and what is bad. You cannot just throw some blanket over everything and then say it's all a limitless one. It's just not fair. You know how much energy has gone into taking this life so seriously, and you are coming along and talk about everything is a limitless one. Have you no respect for my hardship? Never mind, this joke will soon be over. Some get it, some don't get it. But it's all okay. Because I'm leaving tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Are you? I'm staying. I'm permanent resident. It's okay. Why? Because?
It's only just one. I'm leaving tomorrow.
You're leaving tomorrow.
And I take a point from Rumi.
You have this poem from Rumi you wanted to search?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm leaving tomorrow.
It's okay.
So it's in Farsi.
It's in Farsi.
Yeah, and I tried also to translate it. If you like, I can after the translation.
Farsi is the original language that Rumi spoke in, no?
Yes.
It's from Iran.
Which language? Persisch. Yeah, Persisch.
حیلت رها کن عاشقا دیوانه شو دیوانه شو ون در دل آتش در بیا پروانه شو پروانه شو هم خیش را بیگانه شو هم خانه را ویرانه کن وانگه بیا با عاشقان هم خانه شو هم خانه شو رو سینه را چون سینه ها هفت آب شو از کینه ها وانگه شراب عشق را پیمانه شو پیمانه شو باید که جمله جان شوی تا لایق جانان شوی گر سوی مستان می روی مستانه شو مستانه شو ای ناطق بر بام و در تا کی روی در خانه نطق زبان را ترک کن بیچانه شو بیچانه شو
It's beautiful just like this. We are going to ask you to translate.
I have a translation here.
You have a translation
Yes.
there. My camera person has just collapsed.
It's okay.
Last night I slept with this thought that I want to find this poem because I was remembering always when I was listening to. And then suddenly I was checking my email. My sister called me from Iran on this Skype. And I say, open the book and write me this. And he said, but it's easy, it's all this internet. I say, okay, just send me. And then she sent it me. So I'm happy. You want the English translation?
Yes.
From who is it? Rumi. Don't be clever, my dear. Be crazy, be crazy. Be a butterfly. Be a butterfly, burn yourself in the flame of the fire in your heart. Be stranger to the ego, destroy the house of the ego. Then you can come and be hosted in the house of lovers of the God. When you wash your heart from all enmities, you will become full of divine wine of love. You should be pure soul in order to meet God. Fall in love, fall in love. Forget about to be a God speaker, a good speaker. Keep quiet, keep quiet.
This is very beautiful.
Could we read it again? In Pharisee.
Yes.
Yes. One more time.
One more time?
Yes.
حیلت رها کن عاشقا دیوانه شو دیوانه شو وندر دل آتش در بیا پروانه شو پروانه شو هم خویش را بیگانه شو هم خانه را ویرانه کن وانگه بیا با عاشقان هم خانه شو هم خانه شو رو سینه را چون سینه ها هفت آب شو از کینه ها وانگه شراب عشق را پیمانه شو پیمانه شو باید که جمله جان شوی تا لایق جانان شوی گر سوی مستان می روی مستانه شو مستانه شو ای ناطق بر بام و در تا کی روی در خانه پر نطق زبان را ترک کن بیچانه شو بیچانه شو.
I think Rumi would be very happy here. Well, he is. Normally in our culture, upbringing, conditioning and so on, we are somehow conditioned to work always with a fragmented mind. Not with total mind, not with natural mind, but always working in this kind of tribal conditioned way. Everyone somehow have been coached, brought up. You cannot find any particular one to blame for this. It is just the manifestation. Each one somehow conforms, the consciousness conforms to a particular kind of conditioning. So that everybody belongs to a certain kind of tribe of thought, a mindset, you see. But in satsang, in a way, it's not that we are saying discard all of that, throw it away. Not at all. Much conditioning is also good and necessary. It's part of the game, the role that consciousness must experience again in order to refine itself and then to return to its original nature, you see. So in satsang, we're again introduced, guided back into your universal being. And to make it easier, it's not that you must destroy anything. just move beyond it. Now, as an example today, we have read something from the Avadhuta Gita, and straight away it goes to the end of language. In a few sentences, it has exhaust, you see, the capacity of language. It has become so simple, also all-encompassing, you see, that it brings you again into the unified mind, the natural mind. It is not saying like this and dislike that. Choose this, but reject that. It's not saying, you know, these people are better than these people. This way higher than that way. It's saying that there's only the one. And whichever way your mind might work to comprehend that one, it is all the one. Even the two and the three is all the one. And so the fragmented mindset doesn't have much room to breathe in such a unified field. It is accustomed to diversifying, and it loves the game of comparing and interpreting and projecting, because that takes time. You buy more time in this game of transcendence, in the game of learning and developing and acquiring and all of this. Fertile soil for the dualistic mind. But the sage's voice is not like that. He sees into the very heart of language, sees into the very heart of the mind and the being. And once it strikes that chord, you see, the mind is rendered, is nullified in its power. It is all just the one. There was never really two. Find that one in you as your own self, the one which is beyond even the concept of one, that which simply is. Don't rely on your mind for this. Don't just ask your mind's help. It will also have to come along in this journey of self-discovery. But he must not lead. He must follow. If you identify with a limitation, you will not really deeply want this game to end. You may say that with words, but in your heart you will deny it at some point. Because the ego will not do anything that will directly threaten its existence, if you follow what I'm saying. It will not cooperate with any action or any activity that may somehow expose its unreality. A higher power must be there to expose that. Be inside the inside itself. Don't hold this thought that you're journeying towards something, because that in itself is an admission that you're outside. And if you believe this thought, then you are going to believe it into existence. And then you have to find a counter thought to have to break the spell of that thought, not realizing that it is all thought. How profound, how fundamental. To come to the recognition that all is thought, in fact. It doesn't make it bad. then the thought cannot exist by itself, independent of the perceiver of the thought. Where is the position of the perceiver of thought? Who is the perceiver of thought? The one who perceives thought but is not bound by thought. Who is it? Put your attention on that. And immediately, there's a sense of expansion. Fix your attention on a very limited identity, and there's immediately a kind of contraction. There's already a squeeze, a claustrophobia inside the beingness. Because the person has so many obstacles, so many enemies, so many forces to work out, to work through, to push away, to attract. It's a very busy entity. So about these things, we don't have to speak for a very long time about them. If you're speaking too long, too many things, be sure that most of it is a lie. If you're looking at any of the great, what I would call the great books, they're not even particularly teaching anything. Like such as this, we've just been reading a bit from the Avadutta Gita. It's not so much a kind of teaching book. It is like the spontaneous utterances that are the outpourings, you see, of that liberated mind, natural mind. You see. And they illumine and they inspire and remind rather than teach. They go right to the source, to the core, and they detonate their power there. And this is why so quickly people feel set on fire. They find that their mind is somehow deconstructing from all this superstructure of illusory thinking, you see. And this is the direct way. It is not putting responsibility in the hand of the illusory ego identity. It is exposing it from the outset to show very clearly and irrefutably that you cannot be that. You cannot be somehow the conditioned identity. It is only a sort of a mirage, a construct. Rather, you are the weakness of it. The detached, dispassionate weakness. Within yourself, you'll find a space which is uncontaminated and uncontaminatable. It is coming increasingly into light, to the point where no more doubt will be around it, you see. Coming out of sleep. There are certain states which we are coping with now, bearing now, but in a short time they will be unbearable for you. Why? Not because they are too heavy for you, but simply because you have no interest in them. They have nothing to offer. They're not in service to the truth. It's just like a waste of time. And as soon as you're clear about this, immediately its power is cut. The nature of any illusion is that as soon as it is clearly recognized, it loses its power. Where else would you hear that what you're searching for is already what you are? That your deepest longing, your purest desire is already fulfilled. It is already pure. But it has to be recognized. That's all. It has to be recognized. It doesn't need imagination nor creative thinking. Very good. Thank you. May all who are in search of the truth, which is to be found inside your own heart, come quickly to that full recognition. Throw off this old sleep. Shake off this whole tired self. And begin to see with the eyes of the heart, with the eyes of God. Yeah. To experience life with the love of Jesus Christ, with the peace of Ramana Maharishi, with the wisdom of Shiva, with the sweetness of Rumi. Yeah. All of them have their home in the heart. They have found it. And now it's our turn now. Our generation must find us. May each one come to know you cannot separate from what you cannot leave. That this pain, it's just a dream. It has just been a dream. Enough dream. Enough dream. So whatever it is that we may feel has been holding us back, it's time to know it is not real. It has never been real. Nothing holds you back. Just the thinking and the believing in those thoughts, they somehow play a role in that. Your heart has never been guilty of any sin, of any crime. It's just been a long dream. Long dream. no need for any shame or to feel or to be apologizing for your existence. You see? Because your role was written a long time ago to play this game. That's good. So let's just allow ourselves to feel the full love and the power of God's presence. Just allow yourself to not to stop excusing that and just be open.
Master, your words is a sweet song, but not for my ears. It is a song for my heart, and my heart is singing with you, but there is only one voice. Thank you.
Thank you. It must come to some point where we can just throw off our hesitations, our excuses and everything, and allow, because not from the side of the truth is it hiding itself. It's not drip feeding love to you. It's fully here, and to embrace that, to just be say yes, I'm here for this. And then you can say hallelujah to the truth. So, just to know that nothing binds you. These have just been a whole ghost stories from the mind. They've just been a long sleep. And to enjoy your freedom. Enjoy your freedom. And I feel this is what the divine, the Lord, wants all beings to know that inside. Otherwise, our life hasn't reached. We haven't reached our climax in life if you don't know this thing inside. To living constantly with some denial of the truth inside. And so from these days, you'll see, from onwards from these days, you will experience, in fact, the full power of the presence, because you somehow welcome it. You're not trying to explain it, don't explain it, don't even learn about it. Just embrace yourself in it. And see how life can be simple in its expression, because truth cannot be just effort. All these are the myths of the mind, all these are the lies of the mind. Like that. And you have been here, we are here to overcome that, to transcend it. That is the great transcending. You see? To stop looking out to life, looking out at life from underneath the bed. Why are we doing this thing? You see? At the same time, it's not going out, it's not being super confident, it's not about this. But to feel the full silence of our being and live in the fullness of that light. You don't have to imagine, because it is itself speaking through you. You don't have to say a word. And what I've been saying to you is not the product of just an emotional state. It is the truth, and what you feel in your heart is the fire of that love that is inside your heart. It's nothing, and may it never burn out. Because truth is not a mood. Moods may come and go, but the truth does not come and go. So don't judge yourself by the passing clouds of the mind. These are small things. And stop taking life so personally. There's nothing personal. But there's space for the person to play also. Really play. But it's the fiction, not the fact. The heart, the self is the fact. Very happy.
Thank you. Thank you.